Hey guys, Jason Goin here, and I'm so excited to be going to the Inner Power Intensive training put on by Lawrence Tam and Toby and Layla. And one of the things that I want to take out of the event and be able to be really powerful about is I have a tendency to shy away from people and I'm an introvert and I get nervous when talking to people. I guess it's because growing up I really never hung around with a lot of people, and you know, uh, I after all this mindset training, I'm working on it, and I want to be up there on stage. I'm going to be up there on stage. Um, I'm going to be more outgoing. Um, so if you see me standing around at the event, kind of turning the other way, you know, don't let me don't let me fall back into that trap. It's not that I don't want to talk to you. Uh, it's I'm introverted and I just have a tendency of turning the other way when I see somebody that I really want to talk to, and I'm working on it. And that's one of the things that I want to work on while I'm at the Power Intensive, and that is the reason also that I decided to get the VIP tickets. No more sitting on the sidelines for me. Uh, I'm gonna, I'm doing what it takes to become a leader and to stand strong and be out there and to help other people. Because I'm not going to be a leader if I'm stay in my introverted state and don't get out there and make connections. So that's what I want to take away from the Inner Power Intensive, and I want to thank Toby and Layla and Lawrence Tam for putting this on. And also, I got to tell you a little story quick. When we had the webinar the other night, I was at the Wisconsin Dells taking a working vacation, and I got the email probably about 8 o'clock. That's from Toby and Layla that says, "Shh, don't tell anybody. We're having this webinar, inner power intensive," and we didn't even know that there was going to be a live event, until at the end of the webinar. Well, to make a long story short, I'm getting on the webinar, and my wife's putting the kids to bed because she had let me alone in the room just to relax, and she just got back from taking the kids swimming in the indoor pool and everything at Wisconsin Dells, and I knew the webinar was coming up, and I'm like, oh, I'm stressed. The kids are going to bed, but you know what? I'm just going to get my earplugs or my earphones, headphones, and plug it into the computer, and I'm just going to keep an open mind, and I did. And wow, the things that I learned just from that hour and 45-minute webinar just changed my life. Well, I'm come to the neat thing. Okay, at this time, an hour and a half into the webinar, my wife is already sleeping. The kids are in the bed, all tucked away in the hotel room. We had a hotel suite, so we had like four beds. So the kids had their own bed. And so Toby's like, he announces the event, gives us the website to go, and I'm like, I just knew I had to go to this. I had to be in Houston. I just knew it. That was gonna change my life. And my wife was sleeping, and I woke her up, and I said, Tracy, because she didn't listen to the webinar. She was tired, and I said, Tracy, I need the credit card. She goes, well, she didn't even question me. She goes, well, I already know the numbers. Here they are. So she didn't even question me what it was for. She just knew it was something with Black and Tam. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get the early bird VIP tickets, 2 of them, and I'm glad I did. And so to make another long story short is, so we get home the other day from Wisconsin Dells, and my wife goes through the replay of the webinar, and she says, I am so thankful that you watched the webinar and you got those tickets. So she trusted me to get 2 VIP tickets of something that she didn't even know was going on. And, you know, soon as I purchased them tickets, I mean, I purchased them as fast as I could. I didn't even question. I just like, VIP, yeah, I want to sit up front. You know, it's awesome. I'm going to learn a lot. And as soon as as I was purchasing some tickets, I could feel power inside of myself. I just knew that this was the right decision. I just knew that my life was going to be transformed even more once I go to this event. It already is now, just because of the webinar. I mean, that webinar, you guys should have charged for that webinar. I mean, that was awesome inside of itself. So you guys that don't have tickets to the Black and Tam event, I suggest that you guys go. Then I got thinking again, you know, this is in, you know, this Inner Power Intensive training is in June, which is great because, you know, basically it's 1 month before the Empower Network Denver event, releasing your inner wussy. I mean, how great is that? Because that just keeps you more pumped up and gives you more mindset training, and is going to give you more tools to put under your belt to even go farther and faster and be a better person and build your team. And I hope you like my video, and leave me some comments, and I'll do the same for you guys. Love you guys. Hope to see you at the event, and we'll talk to you later.